Hello and welcome to your Empowered Astrology Forecast with yours truly, Sarah McCallum, the Cosmic Finder. And this is for the week of March the 4th, 2024. All right, at the beginning of this week, we are going to have a square between Venus and Uranus. Venus in Aquarius, Uranus in Taurus. So Venus governs Taurus and Uranus governs Aquarius. So we have themes here that are related to wealth creation and financial stability, and also unconventional ideas and systems. Now, there may be something here that is uncovered, something that comes to light, some sort of truth that we realize when it comes to the ways in which we create financial abundance for ourselves. Perhaps there is something that we need to recognize is important in doing things perhaps more innovatively than we have been, perhaps more efficiently in terms of our energy. And again, this is a square, so tension for change, leaning into the challenge or the discomfort so that you may up level. This can also be related to feelings of worthiness and or relationships. Perhaps there's an unconventional way in which you would prefer to be in relationship with others. And there may be some unyielding or stubborn energy here, as well as erratic behavior. So grounding practices would be very supportive throughout this square. And just be mindful of the quality of the themes here. So tension doesn't have to necessarily be a really awful or difficult experience if we are really leaning into the shift or the potential growth that can occur on the other side. All right, so as we move through our week this week, we are going to have a conjunction between Mercury and Neptune, both in Pisces on the 8th. So these planets will be strengthening one another. Mercury is the planet that governs our thought forms. Neptune governs our spiritual path, practices, and imagination. So really focusing on how your thoughts create your reality. And also recognizing where perhaps you're escaping through fantasy-rich mental processes, and recognizing the importance of opening up to receiving divine guidance. There is the potential here for a lot of profound intuitive downloads and messages. So really like clearing out the auric field, practicing spiritual hygiene so that you can be an open channel for whatever messages are meant for your highest good between the end of the week here. And then right after we experience this really profoundly intuitive conjunction, the next day, Mercury will move into Aries. So this shift is very, direct. Mercury, again, governing our communication style. We may be much more frank. We may be much more outspoken. Aries does carry like a warrior energy. So there can be here also the potential for communicating your truth or speaking from your heart in a way that has the essence of a warrior. And I think this is important right now for us to really step up and say what we need to say and be direct in our communication style. But of course, we do need to practice the pause while Mercury is in Aries. And, be mindful of not really like speaking before we think things through, and allowing ourselves to think about, the other person on the receiving end as well. And then we are going to all celebrate a potent new moon in Pisces at the end of the week on the 10th. And this energy is really so important in terms of manifestation and intention setting, and really just being aware of what you're focused on, what you're thinking about, how you're feeling, leaning into your spiritual practices. And, recognizing that Piscean energy is so much about compassion for self and others, the unification, but also, it is boundless and it oftentimes lacks boundaries. So, feel into where you maybe need to shore up your boundaries and just be really, again, open to receiving. The energy here is water. So you can take a bath or practice a water ceremony or be near, the river or the ocean or a creek and just allow yourself to flow with the energy of this new moon. So I did pull a card out of Denise Lynn's Soul Coaching Oracle deck, and the message is simplicity for this week. So again, really clearing out the clutter, whether that be physically from your home or your spaces, whether that be energetically from your auric field, so that you can receive, so that you can be a conduit for all of the goodness and the love and the divine messages that are meant for you this week. Just allowing yourself to recognize that life doesn't have to be so full of tasks and to-dos and obligations. We really do ourselves such a great service when we create pockets of stillness and solitude and Gaia connection in order to open up to the messages, the wisdom that is meant for us in this lifetime. So allow your life to be full of simple joys this week. Find beauty in the simplicity. And if you feel the need to clear clutter from your life, focus on doing so, especially around this new moon energy. I wish you a healthy week and a potent new moon, and I'll be on to talk with you again soon.